home to St. Scholastica. Home to St. Scholastica. Football and Angry Beavers! What the? Oh yeah, it's football time. And what's a crack again there? YouTube, your good friend DaSmerg having a little bit of YouTube fun. It's NCAA Football 13 action, and this is our three-way online dynasty, a three-way rivalry. A three-way. Not that way. It's a three-way online rivalry dynasty between myself, my good friend JimmyB, and my other good friend BA. And three of us have all been playing Madden and college-type football since they were invented. We're just all Gray Bush gamer motherfuckers. So, you know, not to toot the horn, but hey, man. So you're gonna see maybe some advanced gameplay, I don't know, in this game, but give you a little bit of background on all this. We all have self-created teams. I am the St. Scholastica Battlin Bishops. I am based out of Bailey Lakes, Ohio, or fictitious Bailey Lakes, Ohio. We got Jimmy, who's the Barrie University Angry Beavers. He's playing out of Barrie, Ontario, here in Canada, Canada. And at least one of us is flying the flag, you know what I mean? And BA is the High State Fighting Amish, playing out of California. So these are all as I said, these are all team builders, self-created teams with their own logos and everything. What we did is, they're all two-star programs, so we add the extra challenge. Like that's the whole point of playing on this, because we tried doing this with a couple years ago with all our teams, because BA is a big Michigan boy, like forever. I've been a Notre Dame fan forever, and Jimmy's a bit of a Tennessee fan. So we tried doing it that way, and the scheduling was the first thing, and then the second thing was there was almost no challenge, man. Like 3 seasons in, it just got boring, and what we ended up doing was just making our own teams. And from there, when they added in the team builder function and added the whole online component to it, we were all whippy. So what we do is we've got the self-created teams. They're all 2-star programs. You were able to add 2 A+, 2 B+, to whatever you want, and any one of the one of the base features of your school. And then after that, everything is a C+. Jimmy and I both have the exact same we're using the exact same template. We're both using Average Joes. And BA has gone with the cupcake that he's self-edited a little bit. I'd say the biggest difference and biggest knock on BA is he's got mostly freshmen and sophomores start for him, but not like that's going to matter, because as I was saying in an earlier NCAA vid, I was a bit surprised when I went through. Skipped ahead a couple. I played through a season and skipped ahead 2 seasons, and guys are leaving as sophomores, man. That was that's a frightening thought, but you know what? It really happens in real college. So this is the first meetup. Oh, and by the way, we're all playing out of the Midwestern Conference. I'm sure you can see the logos on my field there. The nice thing is that we're going to play each other every year. The kind of thing is that your conference schedule is always locked, so it's kind of up to the game about when in the season we play and the whole home and away thing. So moving fortuitous just for me, I end up playing these 2 guys late, and whatchamacallit, I end up playing both of them at home, because I ended up playing when I was 7-1 at the start of the season there, and I had 1 game played at home. To give you an idea, it was brutal. You know, six games on the road, including four straight on the road. I ended up dropping a game on the blue turf there to stupid Boise, man. It was like my 4th game in a row on the road. Ugh. It was so sucky, but as you can see, I'm ranked 14 in this game. Jimmy, unfortunately, has not been able to get ranked, but he's had a bit of unfortuitous luck. He had Virginia and Kentucky played straight off, but they were like 14 or something like that. They were fairly decently ranked. Only lost to them by a field goal, and then he played his game before this. That's JimmyB, by the way. He was playing BA, and we won't talk too much about that because, as he said in his text message to me, he got de-pantsed. Ended up throwing 10 picks in that game. That's a bit of a dirt. Speaking of pick, there's a big dirt for me. So, you know, I'm enjoying NCAA 13. I know there's folks out there who, you know, just don't like it. You know, that I kind of get because essentially this is the same game since '09. Just finally, you know, mostly working. I'll say the one big thing to get used to in this game, and one thing that you can't knock in this though, is that stupid passing on a rope thing. That, you know, that's why we've been bitching about super linebackers. And here's me icing the kicker. I don't know why they don't add this feature into Madden, by the way. I think this is a great environment effect. Maybe it could tie it somehow to kicker's awareness, but kicker's got a really high awareness. He's not going to get, you know, he's not going to get too badly iced or not iced at all, or maybe stick a new rating in there, because, you know how EA Sports and Tiburon loves ratings. Stick another column in that spreadsheet. But what was I saying before? Talking about the passing game, and you know how it was always on a rope, and now with the whole timing thing, man, that, you know, it's a thing of beauty now. I'll tell you that, because it's gotten back to like the PS2 days where there's all kinds of action on the ball. And ooh, there's a bad pick for Jimmy. I can remember him in party chat actually going, "No!" as soon as that ball left. He was like, "Wrong button." Because that's a bit of a derp. That's a derpy thing we all do once in a while, man. My favorite thing to do is you push a left bumper when there's no left bumper guy out there. There's only right bumper, and you get sacked. That's my favorite derpy thing to do in this game. But yeah, the whole action system now, and plus the whole passes, like when you pass downfield, like it has to go up into the air. There's a bit of timing on it. And speaking of timing, that was a beautiful little play there. You get fantastic. But I can tell you, it's been very frustrating. And when I was talking to Jimmy in party chat about when we were, well, you know, of course you got to have a little, have a little razzing and shit talking going on in party chat there when you're playing these games. But even he was saying the same thing, is that, you know, we're both just looking forward to getting this damn season over with, because playing with this template team, man, very frustrating. It's, you know, they're average Joes, so you're good at you know, you're good in several spots, but not great at really anything. And it showed, you know, it shows definitely in these games, is that, you know, it's very frustrating. It's hard to string things together just because, you know, you guys are kind of mediocre. as I was pumping up this battle all through the day over over BBM to these guys, was the melee of mediocrity, the war of the averages. That's pretty much what this was, man. And you know, I get a little bit of a boost being at home here. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for me being at home, you know, I don't want to spoil it too early for you here, but as you can tell with the way things are going here, well, we're coming into the fourth quarter, so I'm not going to spoil it just yet. But yeah, really looking, and the nice thing I'm looking forward to is the progression too. Plus, I've got a full, you know, as I said in my my tips video, I cast my net wide, especially with a team. And I've got, right now I've already got 25 signed recruits coming in on scholarships. So, and I've got a top 11 in recruiting classes, just for the sheer number of guys coming in. So, I'll tell you though, the wacky thing is going to be though, is I've only got 2 4-stars, and you know, I've got a schwack of 3 stars and some 2 stars and 1-star guys. Is that, you know, to be honest with you, for all of them, none of them are really going to be, you know, in a startable. The only startable one is going to be fullback, and that's not a necessity, because my fullback is a senior in this. Same with Jimmy's, and Herman's is a junior too. And a couple other games I've seen from some other folks out there playing these games, it seemed to be a common thing, and maybe they want to look into that a little bit. I know it's partly to do with the whole spread offense system that's just completely overtaken college football at pretty much every level too. Is that fullback is a position that's kind of disappearing. And you know, to wander a little bit off topic here too, that's I have a feeling that's a position that's going to come sneaking back, because you know, your Mike Allstotty type guys, especially somebody who can catch out of what do you call it, a spread offense. But there's the late interception by JimmyB, and yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, folks. Your good friend DaSmerg sneaks away with the win, and I win the war of the the melee of the mediocrity goes to me. So I've already taped and played my good friend BA. I've got that sitting on deck. We're going to hit you up with that next, and we'll try to get the boys together to do a little end of season wrap up. So your good friend DaSmerg with the victory here. Check you later.